This is how you should use the gun range in Rainbow Six Siege.
The gun range, step one. Boom, you see, I just shot a shot. I don't have to reload. I'm gonna reload. Don't do that. Go here, boom, you automatically reload. Okay, next. This little aiming thing right here, this recoil patterns, okay? Use this to see your recoil patterns, right? So let's say you want to compare the recoil pattern of Habana's Type 81 and I have on a compensator, right? Boom. At 5 meters, that's the recoil pattern, right? Now let's say you want to see the recoil pattern of Habana's gun at, let's say, using the flash hider, right? Make sure you, when you choose it, make sure you press respawn, by the way, okay? You respawn, boom, and now you have the flash hider. Boom, this is good. This is a great comparator to see the differences in recoil patterns for your different attachments and guns, okay? That is what this is for, right? Now, of course, it's not set in complete stone. You can use this for whatever you want. I just think that knowing like the purposes of these targets can help you a lot, right? So that's this. So this is this is to tell you your recoil patterns for the gun, right? And this next target, boom, this tells you your accuracy, right? So if I shoot around the target, right? If I shoot around the target, right? It tells me that I shot around him. If I hit him, boom, it tells me I hit him, right? This is for accuracy, right? So let's say I'm moving around while I'm shooting, right? This is telling me how accurate I am, right? So let's look at this, right? As you can see, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of my bullets hit and a couple of them missed. This is telling you how accurate you are, right? This is your accuracy, right? If you want all your targets to hit the person, what? If you want all your targets to hit the person, it depends. You have to increase your accuracy. You do that by practicing, right? Now that's a bit more accurate. Now that's a bit more. Now see, that's less accuracy, but it tells you. But now you know you're less accurate. So this is what this is for, accuracy, okay? And so a good way to improve your accuracy is like to move around while you're shooting and practice following the person's head. Now over here, this dummy, there's only one dummy here. You can change their positions. Boom, 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 and boom, right? This tells you how lethal you are, okay? Let me give you an example, right? If you shoot the dummy in the arm, boom, that does 30 damage. And now it's light red. If you shoot him in the arm again, 40 damage. It's still, you still didn't kill him, right? Now, this tells you how much damage you're doing and how lethal you are, okay? So if you shoot them in the head once, boom, they're dead. If you shoot them in the chest once, they're not dead. 40 damage, they're still not dead, and now they're dead. Okay, boom. That tells you how lethal you are and how lethal you are. Now, combining this and this is very important. You want to know how accurate you are and how lethal you are. So if you see you're hitting about if you see you're hitting about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots on your head, then you're pretty lethal, right? But if you see here on this, you're already hitting about 1 shot in the head. I mean, you're still lethal, but that 1 shot in the head could be improved. You know what I mean? And this can change, and now you can see how lethal you are if someone is crouched, prone, and from how far away, right? So now that you know the uses of all these targeting practices and all these gun ranges, this is me personally, I feel like this is the only exercise you need to do. You need, right? Just practice shooting them, okay? Practice moving from side to side and getting a headshot off. Now you want to get a headshot as soon as possible, right? As soon as you start shooting, you see the enemy, and you should get a headshot immediately. If you don't, work on that. That's how you improve this, right? Because if you don't get the headshot off immediately, you could die. So just make sure you get it off as fast as possible, okay? Now, the exercise is this: moving, strafing, straight from left to right, from left to right, from up and down, left, right, up, down, whatever. Strafing will make it harder for you to hit, and you want to practice being as accurate and lethal as possible while strafing, which is what these two are for, right? That is these two I feel like will single-handedly improve your aiming and your ability. It's gonna improve your aiming, and it's gonna improve your ability to not be hit as easily. Now, keep in mind you can move too much, but moving overall will help you, especially if you do practice it with your aim. So yeah, that is the uses. That's how you use the gun range. Honestly, every aiming thing has been explained. Of course, you can also move it back to see how accurate you are at 10 meters, at 30 meters, and you can see how lethal you are at 30 meters. It just changes, and you can also see the recoil pattern at 30 meters as well. That is disgusting. All right, so yeah, that's how you use the gun range.
Alright, and with that, now you guys know how to use the targets in the shooting range. Now keep in mind, I only gave you guys one exercise because I only have one exercise. I literally cannot think of any others, but also because I want you to come up with your own exercises, right? That exercise for me is good for me because I have a problem with tracking people because I'm on a console and I have like these high thumb grips, so I have a problem with tracking people on my game. So that's why I use that exercise. But you might have like a different problem, and maybe you have like a problem with strafing, or you have a problem with shooting up and down. You create an exercise and test out what works for you. That's the whole point of this. All I did was give you the tools to maybe find out your own exercise, okay? Now that you know how to properly use the gun range in Rainbow Six Siege, I'm also assuming that you want to know how to improve in ranked. And a good way to improve in rank single-handedly overnight in just 2 minutes is to choose the right operator. So this is why Maverick is the best operator for solo queue and just in general.